Do 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 do.
I can never take it slow. Got that fire roar. Wheels of fury tear the track. Hear that engine soar. Me back, shifting gears, push it to the core. Kill a Kyle on my tail. Feel the tension roar. Ain't no rules in this game. Every breath I fight. Pound the pedal, scream for speed through the endless night.
Me and Matt here. This is Kyle. And welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. And the last installment of Look Back at You series, 2003.
Yeah.
And what a doozy woozy we have for you.
We were initially gonna do 1 year anniversary show of Ring of Honor, but I couldn't find like video highlights or just kind of the show itself. So we looked around. I was like, all right, let's do 2003's Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah, we did say that we were going to do the 1 year anniversary show, but I found this instead. I mean, that's the only video that I found that had all of the show. So let's not waste no time. Let's get to it.
We found this and like, okay, let's do this one. So yeah, here we go.
But this is an interesting match because we had, well, it looked like Low Key and Special K.
Well, had Special K come out there and do a, dancing and goofing around and doing a rave and whatnot. Bunch of them ran him. He beat the piss out of a couple guys. And then he had a match against one of the members of Special K, which is deranged. And that match didn't last very long.
No. Basically, it was a one-side ass kicking.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, Low Key is one of those guys that, yeah, he has a bad reputation, but at the same time, he was one hell of a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at Ring of Honor, TNA, Kaval, and WWE.
Come on, yeah.
Yeah, Steve. And, yeah, you know what? Still one of the best. I'm not sure what he's doing now. But, yeah, this was a pretty quick match.
Well, I mean, he did go to TNA for a little bit.
Yeah.
Wrestled in TNA. Left TNA, and of course did a short stint in WWE. I think he was just wrestling independently. And then he returned to Impact Wrestling in 2017,
Oh, yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
18? He had the, I'll call it the Hitman look.
Oh, yeah, he always wrestled with the tie on and the white suit, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, he was one crazy individual.
Yeah, one bad motherfucker. That's
Yes, sir. And I was a little embarrassed when I saw this, but I got Max Striker versus,
Jimmy Rave.
yeah.
Now, it's not the Matt Striker that you're thinking of. It's not the WWE version of Matt Striker, the teacher.
No.
He also went on later to do commentary for Lucha Underground alongside Vampiro.
Right, yeah.
It's a different Matt Striker.
He should fight Steve Regal.
Yeah,
What a fucking match.
this is a really good match.
This was a clinic. And I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we both know how good Jimmy Rave is. And yeah, these two twisted each other like pretzels. This is what professional wrestling was back in the day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, it's still a good art, but you also had these guys do tests of strength in certain ways. It was just an interesting match.
Yes.
But yeah, Matt Striker won.
Yes. And then we go on to a one-match match. Absolutely chaotic. You have the Texas Wrestling Academy with Don Juan, Fast Eddie, Hot Stuff Hernandez, and Ruby Boy Gonzalez versus the Carnage Crew, MC Locke, Tony DeVito, Masada, and Just Incredible.
Yeah.
Now, Just Incredible, of course, is a name we know from, of course, ECW. Hot Stuff Hernandez wrestled in TNA. He was partnered with a guy that we're mentioning a little bit. Well, I'll get more into that
Yeah.
in the next one, or later on. Yeah, this was chaotic.
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, these guys I haven't seen in so long, and with some of them anyways. But yeah, this was a good match too, and the Texas, that team won.
That team, yes, the Texas Wrestling Academy.
Yeah.
And then you have a tag team team of John Walters and Tony Mamaluke.
Hey,
Against the Outcast Killers, Diablo Santiago, and Oman Turanga, I believe that's how you say it.
yeah,
Of course, Tony Mamaluke, infamously known for competing in ECW,
yeah.
member of the Full-Blooded Italians.
A lot of ECW originals in the show.
Yes.
As we'll find out through and through these matches. Of course, this wasn't New York. This was New Jersey.
Yes, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Yep. Which, a very young Jay Lethal
Yes.
was in the first match, kind of.
Well, he's in another match
Oh, okay.
later on. He was involved in the first match low key, but like he didn't really wrestle. He just more or less got his well. He got a little bit involved, but it was mainly like DeRays and a couple other guys.
Yeah. But yeah, this was a good match, too.
Yeah, of course, Walters and Mamaluke got the win,
Yep.
and we have a purist match. For they have the Ring of Honor Pure title. We have Tom Carter taking on Doug Williams. Doug Williams is a very well-known UK wrestler. He wrestled for a few years in TNA. He was partnered with Magnus.
British Invasion.
Yeah, British Invasion.
This was another clinic. I mean, when you get two guys, I'm assuming that Tom is also from England.
I think so.
You get two guys from Europe, and they tear the fucking house down.
Yes.
Different style of wrestling, obviously, but these two guys really beat the shit out of each other. And I mean, at one point, Doug's knee or leg gave out. Arm, yes. So of course Tom was working on that.
Yeah.
You honestly thought that, yeah, Doug Williams was gonna win the match, but it did go to Tom Carter, obviously.
Yes.
So,
And a very, very good match.
yes, sir.
Show off like, there's the British strong style, but there's
Yeah.
also the Robinson catches catch style as well, which is very prevalent in this match. And I mean, Doug Williams is, you can say, a legend in the wrestling business. You know, wrestling here at Ring of Honor, wrestling at TNA, wrestling, you know, the UK circuit, and I'm pretty sure he still wrestles to this day.
Even during the pandemic era,
Yeah.
you had the British Invasion reunion in NWA.
Yeah.
And, like, we look at Nick Aldis today,
Yeah.
and look how fucking stacked he is.
Oh yeah, he's still fucking stacked as hell. Then again, so is Pierce.
Well, yeah, for sure. But we already had talked about that, so... Now we got BJ Whitner and boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana. And
This is a four-corner survival
Yeah.
match for a #1 contender trophy. I believe the winner got a shot at the world title. BG Whitmer, Colt Cabana, Dan Moff, and Homicide.
yeah,
Now this is the match that I was waiting to get to. It was Homicide and Hernandez that were partners in TNA as
Yeah.
Latin American Exchange.
yeah. But yeah, this was a good match too. BJ Whitner with her.
Yes.
A young Colt Cabana. I mean, Homicide. These guys took each other to the limit, but
Oh yeah. It was all out war.
and another when we talk about these matches, I try to think about spots in the matches because I mean, I have a hard, like my brain doesn't work the way it should, so sometimes I'll forget the beginning. Although Doug Williams' match was pretty good,
Yes.
but anyways, BJ Whitner went over,
Yeah, BG Whitmer got the win on this one.
getting the trophy.
Yeah. Special K, Hydro, Angel Dust, Ryan XL, and Mikey Whipwreck, another ECW alumni,
Yeah,
against the Backseat Boys, Trent Dawson and Johnny Casimir, with the SAT, Jose and Joel Maximum. Now, of course, Hydro would later go on to become, of course, Jay Lethal,
yes,
would wrestle in, of course, TNA for many years, did the whole Black Machismo thing, wrestled out himself. He currently is in All Elite Wrestling right now with Sanjay Dutt and Jeff Jarrett, Kieran, and Big Ass Satnam Singh.
when you look at somebody like Jay Lethal, a guy that's been in the wrestling business now, at this point, I'm not even sure,
Yeah.
but he was so young, man.
Oh,
And
yeah.
especially wrestling in his hometown
Yes.
had to have been fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But Special K won,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure they wanted it that way.
Yeah, it was Mikey Whipwreck getting the whippersnapper.
That's right. Yeah, you know, and it's cool to see these ECW guys coming into the show and being a part of it.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
It's like I said, when I first watched Ring of Honor, it reminded me of ECW, the gritty
Yeah.
camera work, the gritty camera style, if you will.
Yeah. The gritty camera work. Like, they did have rules, but there's a lot of, like, they were saying at this time period that there was, like, if you were out on the floor doing whatever, there was no, you couldn't get counted out. Nowadays, you have a 20 count on the floor in Ring of Honor. I think, this was, the very beginning of Ring of Honor, so 2000, so it was 2003.
Yeah.
Started in 2002. This is the first year of Ring of Honor. I think maybe like 2004, 2005 is when they implemented the 20 count on the outside. But initially, yeah, you could go outside the ring and be outside the ring as long as you wanted.
Yeah.
Use a chair, body slam on the floor, shoot back on the floor, dive off the ropes, go into the crowd with whatnot.
And you want to talk about tough as nails? No carpeting.
No
Or
mats
mats on the floor.
No, and see, that's another thing that was very ECW-esque, if you will. ECW did the same thing. They didn't have any fucking mats on the floor outside the ring.
No. Yeah, and I hope those wrestlers had chiropractors, because Christ almighty.
Yeah.
Next match, we've got Joey Matthews and Jeff Hardy as
Willow. And Crazy K.
Yeah.
Now they're saying, now, yes, Jeff Hardy. Joey Matthews. Jeff Hardy, infamously known, Hardy Boys. Him and Matt, of course, are in TNA right now, wrestling WWE, wrestling AEW, wrestling, of course, got their start, like, they had their own wrestling federation in their backyard. They had a trampoline, so they just took some wooden stakes, put them in the ground around their trampoline, and I think they took like garden hose and made like ropes, and they wrestled on that. Then they started wrestling independently. They even wrestled in a promotion that had a wrestling ring in the middle. It was like a trampoline. Of course, Matt and Jeff were used to that, wrestling on the trampoline in their backyard. And then they've had an illustrious career. Of course, Joey Matthews, Joey Mercury, tag team with John Nitro, Eminem, of course, also being with Seth Rollins and Jamie Noble at J&J Security. I believe he's a producer right now with the WWE.
Yeah.
So he's...
I mean, J&J Security, both Joey Matthews and James Gibson.
James Gibson, yes.
As a part of the crew.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know how far Jeff was. I don't know if he was in TNA or WWE at this point.
I'm not sure.
Because, yeah. But this was obviously the time where he had his, I guess, dark period. One of his dark periods.
Yeah.
Because he did not look like he was sober in the ring.
No, and they were saying that Jeff fell out of love with wrestling and whatnot. And fans, of course, were... You heard all the screams of the young teenage girls whenever Jeff did something, and of course of booze from the crowd, which I kind of understand in a way.
I mean, this isn't like Victory Road 2011, but
No, not that bad.
this is kind of like, why, like, come on. And I wish Jeff well. He's doing good work in TNA right now.
Yeah.
Please, come on.
I mean, if Jeff was pretty fucked up at this point, and even during this match, he still was able to function quite well during the match. That match in 2011, he was all out of sorts.
Yeah.
I mean, he needed security to get his ass to the fucking ring that night.
Well, anyways, during the match, they were able to get that fucking Willow mask off.
Well, Jeff Tucker now.
Foul!
Jeff Tucker, he comes in with the Willow mask, he's got the jacket on, and then, they start the match, and, first Jeff takes off the mask, then he keeps wrestling, then he takes off the jacket, and then,
But, yeah, this was a good match. Jeff did the squatter.
Well, Jeff did a swanton, and then on Matthews, and then he went after his protege, Crazy K, and nowadays he mainly uses it as like a near fall, where he will like grab the arms and like leg drop his opponent's legs.
Yeah.
But he got when was that here? Like, oh, okay.
I mean, I honestly don't know if this was a one and done deal. Because I know Matt was in Ring of Honor.
Yes.
But I had no idea that Jeff was in Ring of Honor.
Right, yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, they did have that one match with the Young Bucks in 17, so...
Yes. Then we go on to a match that I have heard so much about. Highly regarded, highly touted. And finally got a chance to watch it. It was a really, really good match. You have CM Punk versus Raven in a dog collar match. Now, of course, we all know a couple years ago, 2 years ago, CM Punk had that infamous dog collar match with MJF in their AEW.
Yeah.
Really, really good match. This match, man, they went all out.
No pun intended.
They were outside the ring, throwing each other into the barricade, using the chain, using chairs, went over the barricade, into the crowd, and just used the table. Like, it was a really, really good match, but it wasn't anything, well, in my opinion, like, it was a good match, just, when you compare it to, the match with MJF, or, as Matt mentioned to me when we were watching it, Valentine and Hot Rod.
Yes.
Or, any other, chain matches or whatever.
I mean, I don't remember Roddy and Greg wrestling outside the ring.
No.
But, yeah, and I honestly don't remember the match with MJF where CM Punk sold that well. Like, he was getting whipped with that chain, and he was screaming and all that show, it was crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's one of those things where it's like, you take two guys, you don't know if they actually hate each other or not.
Right.
Like, we look at the CM Punk, who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do drugs, and then you pair him with Scott Levy, or Raven,
Yes.
who basically does all of that at this point in time.
Yes, for sure.
But, yeah, CM Punk won.
Yes.
And then you have him trying to pour beer down Raven, which brings in Tommy Dreamer.
Yes.
They got Alice in Chains with Man in the Box.
Yeah.
Tommy comes out, then him and Raven beat the shit out of CM Punk. And yeah, the rivalry with Dreamer and Raven.
Yeah.
And ECW. And then they end up pouring beer in CM Punk.
Yeah.
Which, I don't, it is what it is.
Yeah. Raven poured beer down Punk's throat, then he had Tommy take a sip of beer and spray it right in Punk's face, and then, Raven and Dreamer leave. Yeah, pretty much the whole entire time. Well, I think it was the whole entire time we had, Man in the Box playing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the beauty of ECW, because you've got Alice in Chains, Metallica, Nirvana,
Pantera.
It was a good time for, you say, rock and wrestling with WWF, but ECW nailed the 90s to a T, really.
Oh yeah, they used a lot of, I can put it point blank, metal music.
Yeah, metal, grunge, hip hop,
Metal, grunge, yeah.
Even punk rock as well. Yeah.
You have a match for the Ring of Honor tag titles. You have AJ Styles teaming with the Amazing Red. They were the champions against Jay and Mark, the Briscoes.
Them boys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it's funny because and this is one of the reasons I like doing look back at your series shows or any you look back at shows, just to see how young these people were.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jay and Mark were both 18, 19.
Yeah. Mark was 18, Jay was 19 at this time.
And this was a really good match. It started off, they shook each other's hands. And I mean, at this point, like, they were Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. But also, AJ Styles was the
NWA World Champion.
Which, yeah, I believe TNA started at this point.
But yeah, Ring of Honor and TNA both started in 2002.
Yeah, so seeing
Amazing Red
and AJ Styles coming in, and I mean, yeah, AJ Styles also a Ring of Honor alumni, but
yes,
this was a really good match. They started off shaking hands, you know, sportsmanship, honor, whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't long before the aggression set in.
Yeah. You know, they're talking about, oh, the Briscoes are gritty, the Briscoes are physical, aggressive, hard-hitting, all this other stuff. Okay, yeah, they were back then, but it was nothing compared to, you know, anything they did, you know, later on in their careers.
No, not by a long shot.
Should also mention, with AJ and Red, you had Alexis Lurie, who
Yeah.
was later go on to be, of course, Mickey James.
Yeah, I mean, Mickey James has had a lot of history in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
You look at Ring of Honor, even TNA,
yeah.
Ravens Flock,
Yeah.
or even CM Punk. I think CM Punk was a part of it.
Yeah.
I know Perry Saturn was. But it was. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This was a good match. AJ Styles and Amazing Red picked up the win, retaining the titles.
Yes.
And I mean, again, just the difference between the Briscoes then and the Briscoes now. Well, the untimely passing 2 years ago now, I believe, of Jay.
Yeah.
And I still can't believe he's gone.
Yeah. Like, Jay and Mark were 18 and 19 at this point. When Jay passed, he was, of course, 38, was going to make Mark 37.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
It also hits because, yes, that he was my age. Or we're both the same age, rather. Yeah, that is... In a blink of an eye, it can all end tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have the main event for the Ring of Honor World Champion. This was interesting. We'll tell why in a minute, but you got the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe,
Yes.
versus Paul London.
Yes. And this was Paul London's final match at Ring of Honor because this was when he signed his contract with the WWE.
Yeah. And so that made no sense to me. But, I mean, this was a good match. They both, like, you got the high flyer versus the brawler or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, Samoa Joe really put him to town.
Yeah. Samoa Joe really took it to London, and London gave it right back.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, you had Samoa Joe come off the top rope with a drop kick or something like that, and Matt goes, I've never seen Joe come off the top rope. And I was like, well, back then he was 270, now he's 310. And of course now he's got,
Yeah.
like, he had a very physical style back then, but now he's like really a lot more physical, more ground based. Yeah, he will, you know, dive through the ropes occasionally, but like for the most part, he's got, you know, physical, hard-hitting, mat-based style.
I mean, you look at Samoa Joe at, I believe, 24,
I think so, yeah.
and then you compare him now, 45, and he still has it, but he's not as agile as he was in 2003.
No.
But still, one of the best wrestlers, again, Ring of Honor, TNA, WWE, and wanted to say New Japan, but
I don't think Joe competed in Japan.
yeah, so, and elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was a good match. Obviously, we knew that Paul London wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
But after the match, he made a speech, and everybody came in to congratulate him and all that.
Yeah.
And of course, we had a video package like the beginning with CM Punk talking about his match. Yeah, even behind the steel cage. And that obviously led into their match in a steel cage.
Yeah. At the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I figured, seeing as how, as, talk about, Jay and Mark, 1 year, 2003 is the 1 year mark of Ring of Honor and whatnot. I figured why not, it'd just be appropriate to have a little drink.
Yeah.
This is what I could find. It'll do.
Well, I had my wine in that the other day.
Yeah. Like Matt said, it's unfortunate that we lost Jay to automobile wreck. Him and Mark were, out of a tag team multiple time Ring of Honor tag team champions. I think they were like 13-time champions. Ring of Honor, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
13, 14, something like that. And so, yeah. So, here's to Jay. Love ya. Miss ya. Your brother's doing well. Ring of Honor World Champion right now. Kicking ass. Taking names. Writing checks. And,
Ass can't catch.
exactly. Yeah. Here's to Jay.
Yeah. Thanks for the Scotland.
Yeah, yeah. Let's drove you.
It's Zdrowie. So, another Look Back at You series. Finally done.
Yeah. And you're back for the next year we do.
And the next time we do Look Back at You series, I've been looking forward to this one because we talk about one of the best pay-per-views, the Inner Promotion. Oh no, 1991.
Alright. So there it is.
And what better way to start than WCW in North Korea?
Oh yes, the infamous Korean show.
So again, we have 3 shows, obviously, we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Try not to be so damn long.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Next week we will come up with something, or maybe just do a Facebook Live.
yeah, I think
Whatever. Just hang out, do a Facebook Live, maybe do a YouTube Live, and what have you. And then October kicks off with Bad Blood on the 5th. And then the 12th we have Wrestle Dream, and then to end the month, October 26th we have Bound for Glory.
So. Yes, sir, yes, sir. This has been one fast year, which I keep saying.
Yeah.
Man. But it's been, you know what, fuck it. It's been one hell of a year. And we're not done, obviously, but
No.
it's gonna be interesting to see what else we pull off. We're not going anywhere. We're not ending this anytime soon. But yes, 1991 is going to be an interesting year to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
So with that, I want to say thank you for joining us. This has been a good show. So glad that we got to finish this off, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry once again it took so long, but you know what? We have to do a lot of other shit, so
Yeah.
if you don't like it, too bad. But seriously, subscribe.
Yes.
Mean Matt's World, Killer Kyle 35,
Yes, sir.
and we will talk to you next time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So for me, Matt, this is Killer Kyle, and to quote the Raven, nevermore.
Peace out.
The wheels of fury, they spin, they roar. Never halting. The end's now calling.